Alright, hey everyone, BrickLover18 here today in the brand new Lego room. And today I'm going to start with the very first moving around my Lego room vlog, setting it up, getting it into an actual Lego room. So as you can see, all the movers here have dropped off all of the furniture. Most of the Lego's not in this room yet. I actually don't really think any of it is because it's all still in the living room and some is in the truck still just because we didn't get a chance to move everything today. But first I want to get everything set up so that way I can easily bring in the Lego and all that stuff into the room and we'll be good to go. So for starters, this is kind of what I'm thinking for the layout. As you can see here, I've got a bunch of the white IKEA Billy bookshelves all set up, and I think it looks awesome. Earlier today, I blacked out the windows, and as you can see, I'm just missing that one right here because I didn't have enough Bristol board. But I'm thinking this is where the studio is gonna be. That's why it's on an angle here. And I'm gonna have bookshelves going right up to it on both sides, so that way, no matter what angle, I can always have something good to look at. As I said, I will have to cover this one up, but I'll put a bookshelf here temporarily while I do that. Over here, I wanna have the other part of the filming setup where I can set my lights when not in use, all that good stuff. The table, obviously, will go right here. Over on this side of the room is kind of where I want my building area, my Lego city, and all of that good stuff. So like I said, right now, I'm just gonna kind of get started. It's getting dark, it's like 7:30 now. 7:30 at night. You all know that there is no lights in this room, so the first thing I'm gonna do is set up some lights so I can continue working well into the night. But I'm excited. The movers arranged the furniture like this, so it's lucky I don't have to move too much of it, and I'm really excited to see how this room will take place. But as you can see, all the bins are all over the place here, and lots and lots of Lego everywhere. All right, everyone, stay tuned. This is the very first vlog setting up my brand new Lego room. So I'm getting in the bookshelves here all nicely. I'm going to continue them down this wall, and I'm also getting the lights set up because I'm going to put them and mount them to the ceiling so the whole room is nice and lit. All right, here's just a little progress update of what the room is looking like. As you can see, all of the bookcases are here. They look awesome. I put them all against one wall, so when you come in, it's just like, wow, look at that. Over here is kind of where my studio is. Like I already said, the table is going to be right here. All the lights and stuff right here. I wanted to make it so all the Legos on display. I don't have just like a separate studio, and I can do other things here as well. As you can see, the big stack of Billy bookcase shelves. Over here is just going to be a bunch of extra camera equipment, tables and carts and things like that. Right here, I'm going to put my TV, so you can just turn it around. My build table is going to go right in the center here, which is going to look awesome. As you can see, I brought in the Pappy Max and all of the parts bins. The Lego City is right here, which looks awesome. So as you can see, I added this table again. I haven't had this table since like the first layout in my last room now. So very excited to add that in. I think the city looks great here. I've got some room on each side to go and do some work. I'll have like boxes and stuff like that. Of course, I'll have the skirt back under the city so you can't really see anything. It'll look all nice and professional again, and it'll look epic. This room has got so much space, it was really hard to decide. This was like hours of deliberating on what to do. So now that I mostly have the furniture in place, I'm going to start bringing in things to get them out of my living room. Still trying to figure out what to do with the Bricklink store, because I've got the shelf here. And as you can see, this is where I want the Bricklink store to live, but it is packed in here. All right, I'm back here. It has now been a few more hours since the last update. Just putting everything in place. As you can see, I started moving in some of the sets. I have been working to try and clear out the closet here because I want to get all the Bricklink stuff from my living room out and put into here. So that'll be perfect when that's done. But as you can see, this is what it's looking like. City, started moving some things over, just boxes everywhere. And I still have to put up all the lights on the ceiling here in the zigzag pattern because it's pretty dark, but it's gonna look great when my studio's here and everything is all set up. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's coming along quite nice. Then I'm not sure if this shelf is gonna stay here, and I've also got to figure out what to do with all the sealed Lego sets as well. But first things first is getting my Bricklink store into this space. All right, so here's what the Bricklink store closet's looking like right now. It looks pretty good. As you can see, I've got a bunch of sets there to part out, sets that are in the store, shipping materials, more shipping materials, sets, boxes, all my parts. I still have to sort those. I have not done that yet. I'll have my table down here where the computer and the heat sealer and stuff like that will sit. And then of course, all the parts over here with shipping supplies and all that good stuff ready to go. So very happy with how this is looking. It's a nice closet and much bigger space, hopefully room to expand the Bricklink store and get more parts added in there, because I definitely don't need this much space right now for it. And then of course, this is what the main room's looking like. Pretty awesome again. I just need to get all the lights in and everything, but I'm just working. I gotta clear out their living room because I've got to get the setup for the rest of the furniture. So tonight my goal is to empty out the living room and get everything in here. Whether it's in here nicely or just in here somewhere, it's got to get in here. So I've been working away at this for the last few hours now, and as you can see, I got most of it complete. So I'm very excited with what has been brought into the Lego room so far. I think I managed to get in a ton of things, which is awesome. And there's just a bunch of miscellaneous things and like the suitcase out here that now still need to be added. So let's quickly take a look at what the progress has been. All right, so the Bricklink store, like I already showed you, is like pretty much set up right now. Tons of different things in it. And again, lots still to do, but it's looking good. I also put this light in here, so it's gonna be really bright for when I pack orders and stuff like that, which is awesome. And then I've just gotta resort that, and this is ready to go. I could technically open up the Bricklink store today. And I think I will, because I want to get back to selling, because I need to. And then this is what, of course, the Lego room looks like. Still tons of work to do here, which is going to be awesome and a lot of fun to do. I've still got to put so many sets. A lot of sets are still downstairs in the car, so I'll go get those tomorrow and bring those up. Once the room is kind of together and furniture in place and tables built and stuff like that, that's when I'll start to open up the sets and get everything. But as you can see, like I even added these sets up here just to get them out of the way and stuff. The cities here, all the buildings there, and then these are just other random sets. I've also still got to do the lights. Those will be controlled by the light switch in the room, so that will look awesome. It's a little bit later in the day. I actually forgot to pick up the camera and start recording, so I apologize for that, but I'll show you what I've been up to today. So as you can see here in the room, I have not done too much in the main room itself. I've just been getting stuff put away, getting stuff out of the living room, like I was saying last night, and just trying to clean this place up a little. The one thing I did do that I've spent the last little bit on is organizing my Lego collection backlog. So as you can see here, everything's in this shelf, in this closet. It fit way better than I thought it would. As you can see, there's so many sets and stuff like that in there, but it really worked out. So everything is in there. It's all nicely put away. I've also got this shelf here for all like the poly bags and some of the smaller sets. So I've got like smaller sets down there, poly bags. I'll have more sets there. These are sets that I want to like make videos on or do reviews with, and other poly bags, and then an empty shelf. So very happy with how that's looking. I think it looks great, and now I think looks awesome as well. I have way more room for more sets now. As I said, I was maxed out at my last studio space, and I was really afraid of what this would be with the closet, but it's looking good. Another thing I also did was add this shelf into the Bricklink room. As you can see up here, these are all the sets that still needed to be parted out. Here I've just got a bunch of sets kind of throughout the shelves that I'm also going to condense a little too. These are sets that aren't for sale but could be for sale. They're just kind of like, they're just here. I'm not going to build them, so that's why we'll accept these ones are going to be parted out. But all these other ones, I'm not going to build them. But because they're not listed in the store, they're just kind of extras right now through duplicates. So I'll be setting them here because I can either sell them, part them out, build them. It doesn't really matter. Versus the ones here, all of these sets are ones that I am going to just be building or not ever opening. I really don't know, and it's great because it opens on both sides, so I'm able to access the sets. As you can see, I've got like the haunted house in there and lots of room for expansion. Throughout the rest of this video, I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing I've been working on the last few days, and just getting this Lego room put back together, clearing out the living room, and then getting all the additional Lego that's still in my car up here. And then once I get everything set up and all the tables and stuff like that built, that's when I'll start going around and putting sets on shelves and actually unpacking the Lego collection. And of course, before I do any of that, I've got to go to the dollar store and get some black Bristol board to clean up this room. So this is what the progress is looking like so far. I'm still just getting things out. Everything's out of the living room now, which is awesome. So that means I can tidy this up just a tiny bit more, and I'll start bringing in everything from downstairs still in the car. As you can see, I've got my books all along here, so I just have to add the shelves. And I also added all of the pick-a-brick cups, which looks great. The rest of the room still looks pretty much the same. I've just been trying to get things in here, tidied up. A lot of this here is for my studio because the studio is, like I said, it's gonna go right here. All the equipment is gonna go behind there to keep it all nice and organized, which is awesome. And then this is what the rest of the room looks like. I still obviously have to get the lights up, but that's been less of a priority because there is enough light to see, which is good. And then over here, you saw this morning, the closet is full. And the Bricklink room is also very full. So what I'm just working on now is tidying everything up. And as soon as, now that everything's out of the living room and I can walk there, I'm gonna bring the rest of the Lego up here and set up the tables. So I have some tables around to work on. All right, so now that the room was tidied up, like I said, I started bringing up the Lego from the car. As you can see, a few boxes already made it right there, and everything else is on this cart right here. Lots of just mess here, of course, in the studio. I finally got the Bristol board actually, so I'm gonna be installing that today. So I'll just quickly move that bookshelf out of the way and get to work there. Once that's in, I am free to just start putting sets on the shelves. Huge Lego room, have not spent much time in here yet, obviously, because I've been working on moving the entire time. I'm not just moving Lego Studios, I'm moving apartments too. So there has been a ton of work and renovations to do. So the Lego Studio is slow, but progress is well. Everything's here now. There's just a little bit of stuff my dad's bringing back from the studio. He's there now. He's doing the last walkthrough, inspection, everything. I'm again here, I unpack everything. So I have stepped foot in the Lego Studio for the last time, which is a very sad thing to think, but it was a great space. It served me well for a few years, but really excited to be here now. All right, so windows are covered. It looks nice in here. As you can see, they're not perfect. They don't all match, but it is better than nothing. No light is gonna seep through and ruin my Lego collection this way. And as you can see on this side of the room, I'm working on hanging up the lights. I realized I kind of over allocated over here because now it's really bright over here. But over here it's gonna be pretty dark, but that's okay because all the studio lights are gonna be there. These are all awesome because they're controlled by the room light. So as you can see, when it's off, you literally cannot see anything except for that over there where the light is still kind of seeping through. So it makes a huge difference here as well, but it'll be fine once I add all the studio lights to the side. It'll just brighten up this space a lot. So I'm gonna try and have the lights continue all the way down so it kind of illuminates the bookshelves. But I'd ideally like to have one more kind of in the center here because this is my building area and I want it to be super bright. If I can't do that, I'll just put a lamp here or something. All right, here we go. As you can see, I started getting the studio set up just because I wanted to see what it looked like over here without the lights. Because obviously there was going to be no lights over here, and then the lighting obviously is a huge part of my Lego room. So this is what it looks like with all the studio lights on. This is where my studio is going to be. As you can see, I set the table up here and I've been getting on some of the camera equipment out. I've also set up the filming desk here. It's white. As you can see, so much more space here than in my last studio, which is awesome. These lights can just manually come on, which is great. I have to turn them on manually every time. These ones are all controlled by the light switch, which looks great, works awesome. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna bring more of these lights over here just because it needs some filler in the background especially. But it's not too bad. It's looking pretty good. As you can see, monitor there, everything's good to go. So I'm obviously got to readjust the lights, readjust all the cords and the camera equipment and all that good stuff. But at least the process is started. And now 2 of the tables are built. I just have 1 more to go. Obviously the build table, which is going to go over here. And then I'm going to, once I get the room situated with all the administrative stuff, I'm going to start putting Lego sets on the shelves. All right, so after a pretty decent delay that, just took me a while to get done, I finally finished putting up all the lights throughout the Lego room, and I do have to say, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how they all look. They're all controlled by this light switch here, like I've already showed you. So once I click it, all the lights go off, and then this switch controls the rest of the room lights. So, looks pretty awesome. Very excited. Oh, almost forgot to turn the other lights, but looks pretty awesome. Controls all the lights, and now I'm excited to tidy up the rest of the Lego room and actually getting the sets put away. So that'll be a lot of fun to do. All right, so this is the current status of the Lego room. The studio's set up and ready to film, with the exception of the cameras, obviously. But all the lights and stuff like that are good, and I just have to add the Lego in as well. Down here, I've got all the sets that need to start being put away on the shelves as over here as well. These ones are mostly city sets, which obviously I'm not building the city right away because I will be leaving that for the first city update. I'm right now just trying to get the rest of the room put away, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the next video, part number 3. So as you would have seen from the last 2 days, it's just setting up the furniture, setting up all the lights, and just getting things organized and ready to go. But I'm really happy now that the layout of the Lego room is at least set, because before that I had no idea what the layout was going to be looking like, and I'm excited now. As you can see, I've been in this space for about a week now, and it's not going so well. It's not going so hot because I've been moving at the exact same time, not just my Lego, but all my personal artifacts as well. So I'm excited to be in the Lego room this morning, and I'm really excited to be getting everything put away because I miss making videos for you guys, and I'm really excited to get back at it. All right, here's a little progress update. It's actually been a couple hours, I think an hour and a half probably at this point, and this is the progress that I've made on putting away the Lego sets. As you can see, I've just got a few sets here and there. It's been a lot of just opening boxes up, seeing what sets are there. I started putting some of the buildings here, and then of course I'm going to put all the boats up here. I put some of the larger boats up here to get them out of their boxes. I set up the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, the police stations here as well. All the books are there, but that's from the last video. Under here is going to be more buildings and more Lego City stuff, as well. All be this Lego City stuff as well, I'm believing. Up here at the top is where I'm hoping to put all of my Lego airplanes. As you can see, some of them have begun to be removed from the boxes. Here I'm going to have the Mickey and Minnie Mouse sets. The Jurassic Park set's going to go right here, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it because it's a really big set and it's kind of hard. It doesn't fit anywhere very nicely. And then over here, I've been working on the studio. This one's been really hard because it's not just placing sets, it's also arranging them because there's so many different things here, and it's very important because they're all on camera. So as you can see, it's been working on putting the bookshelves, making sure they're symmetrical so when it's on camera, it looks good and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna need some more lighting over here because as you can see, it's a little bit darker on camera than I want it to be. I might do some lights underneath the bookshelves here, but happy with how this is looking so far. And I don't know where any of these sets are obviously going to go. And then down here, as you can see, it's a complete empty slate, which is exciting. So I'm going to do all that. And then of course, I've got all the boxes for those sets all over here. So I'll be doing some rearranging of the boxes and then putting all the rest on the bottom shelves. But I'm happy with how things are looking so far. Right now, I've been focusing a lot on the eye level sets. So basically when you first walk into the Lego room, it's like, what do you see? And then I'll go up and down from there. So it's been a while and I've been here in the Lego room just working away, and because it's been so long, I thought I would give you a little update on the progress of unpacking all of my Lego. So as you can see here on this side, I added a bunch of the sets, like the sitcoms, the pop culture sets, I guess you could say, including the Flintstones, Big Bang Theory, and Lego Friends. Up here, ideally, I would like to have the new Lego Friends set as well. I don't own it yet, but that would be the best place for it, I believe. Over here, as you can see, I've begun adding my Lego helicopter collection and some airplanes up here. This is where it's gonna go. I've got several rows of helicopters here, and then this shelf is free for everything else as well. That box up here is all Lego airplanes, so I'm gonna do some work there, which I think will be really cool, and like have the airplanes kind of spread out all the way along here, as well as the boat collection. Over here, of course, Mickey and Minnie Mouse, the brick heads, and the Disney train and stuff like that is all ready to go. Here is just an empty shelf, undetermined what it's gonna be. Right here, I've got my Lego space set. I've got the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then of course here at my studio, the main things that are gonna be on camera, I've got my Bill in Denmark shelf. This shelf here is a bunch of exclusive sets or just cool things I like. A couple of my favorite architecture sets will go up here. I want to continue on with a lot of the Legoland and other exclusive sets. Some of the taller ones here, down here, I still have to fill. And then here I'm having like a little science section and just more sets all the way around. Over here is also going to be the Christmas sets, which is really cool. They're just down here in the boxes still. And I've been working away at getting all of the other sets out of the boxes, trying to put them on the shelves here. This is what the Lego room is looking like overall. It is very, very chaotic right now, but the progress has been going pretty well, and I've been having a lot of fun going through all of my sets and kind of putting them here to make it look good. Here's a little progress update of what I've been working on. As you can see, the shelves are getting way more filled in now, which I'm really excited about. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. As you can see, I started putting the boats out over here, including some of my Lego City sets, some mocks, more boats. This is all the same from last night. All the helicopters here look really, really good. I can't remember what I showed you last night because I slept through it. The helicopters here, but I know I showed you that in the last clip. I added the Lego Ninjago sets and Lego Ninjago movie. Down here is going to be like Scooby-Doo and part of the Lego movie sets, which I'm going to continue the Lego movie sets over here. I added some architecture sets up here, which I really like the look of them, and I'll add some more up here. Of course, Dubai's at the very top because it's too tall. It will take up way too much space on the bookshelf. Here's where I want to put like my custom minifigures and a bunch of cool stuff like that. Not sure what's going to go here, but there's room for a few shelves, and down here as well. All my space is looking great here, and then I've got the space and the NES up here. Up here, I'm not sure what's going to go here, probably convention stuff. And then, of course, more architecture, other miscellaneous, Denmark, Lego store exclusives, or just like things about the Lego company. Down here is going to be miscellaneous and like some of my favorite sets. Legoland, I would say, and then some gift with purchases, and then sets and more sets, but it is coming along and it's looking really good. I'm going to add like one more layer of sets over here, and then the bottom layer of these shelves are all going to be boxes, because as you can see, I've got lots of just random like architecture boxes and space boxes and cool things like that that I don't want to tear apart. But as you can see, there isn't too many boxes left anymore, which is progress is going really smooth. The city here is going to be a whole separate video because that's going to be a bigger project. That's not just something I can do overnight. Of course, I also want to get some posters hung up and things like that to make it look more like a Lego room. I want to do something to address the lighting because I don't, like, it's pretty lit in here, but I just think like these shelves could be lit up a little bit more. As you can see, there are a ton of shadows, so I think I might just move these forward a little, if that makes sense. I honestly don't know how to do the lighting the best, but it's just a little more shadow than I'd like it to be. So maybe it's just something as easy as adjusting like this light. I don't know, I definitely want to do something and make sure that the Lego room is very lit, but we will have to wait and see. But very happy with the progress of this so far and how things are looking, and I can't wait for everything to be unpacked and the Lego room to be fully operational. The last thing I want to mention in this video is the updates to the Bricklink storeroom. So as you can see, the closet that has been dubbed my Bricklink storehouse is here. It's all set up now. As you can see, I added the carts underneath and the table. The heat sealer works. There is even a light here to light up the desk. I've got my laptop here. Obviously, there's no cord, so the extension cord runs out, but this door is honestly never going to shut. I've got a garbage there. These are some containers that aren't going to sit in there. I just haven't put them away in the actual Lego room yet. I've even got a stool. These are sets that all need to be parted out. Some of them are going to stay sealed, and whatever they are, they're just randomly there. I've got this bin for shipping. I don't even know what's underneath. Oh yeah, camera equipment. That'll all go into the main studio. These are all things for sale as well. Camera equipment is back there. This is gonna look, whatever's extra will probably stay back here. I'm not really sure yet. I know I just put it out there to get out of the way. Shipping supplies all down here, trays and stuff like that. Up here, extra shipping supplies like bubble mailers and bubble wrap, sets, boxes and extra boxes here. These are more sets to part out. And then all of my inventory is of course right here and here. So I'm very, very excited for how this looks. I think it looks great. I think it's going to function pretty well as also. So many of the sets are now on display with boxes still everywhere. The city, of course, is going to be waiting until the end because that'll be a separate series of videos because I want to do a little bit more time on the city versus what I probably normally would. But with the rest of the room, progress is going very well. It's super messy right now, but as I said, it's going well. These sets really are starting to fill out now as well. I'll give you a brief overview of what all the shelves are. As you can see on this side of the room, I've got the seasonal set. So I'm going to put like a bunch of Christmas, Easter, any seasonal set I have. A lot of them are, you know, just hidden away in boxes. So I want to get them out. That'll be this side. Over here, of course, in my studio, everything's going to be a little different. It's a mix of things. But up here, I've just got random sets. Here's kind of like sciencey sets and ones I thought would look cool on display. Some idea sets down here, and then miscellaneous here. Miscellaneous sets here, but of course some cool ones. This one here is like some taller sets and ones that just look really good on camera. Up here is going to be some gift with purchases and Legoland. Up at the very top, I want to continue with the brick loop builds, but I haven't found those yet. I'm going to have the White Houses here. Of course, I have to rebuild the one. More architecture sets and just special sets. These are all sets from Bill in Denmark. And then these are all Lego company related sets. So like Lego Stores or the Lego Story from the Bricklink A-Fall Designer program. Up here is going to be miscellaneous. I haven't decided yet. Down here is like the NES, Super Nintendo, and then Space. And then this is the Space set here. And then this is a Space shelf here. And then I'll have more sets down there, probably some more Space. Undecided here, undecided down here. This is the shelf of like convention stuff. So convention builds and lanyards and all that good stuff. And then here is going to be a bunch of minifigures and minifigure parts. Of course, the Lego Disney, Mickey Mouse. And then we've got Lego architecture and more architecture up here. And then of course, planes and helicopters, Lego Ninjago, as well as Lego Scooby-Doo. In this middle here is going to be all BrickHeads, but I haven't added any there yet. And then, of course, Lego Friends and, like, sitcoms. Lego Friends, the apartment will probably go up here when I get it. The Lego Police Station right there. Unknown down here. And then off to this side here as well, a lot of just unknowns. We've got the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, obviously. Boats are going to go up here. And then just miscellaneous Lego City sets. But overall, progress is going pretty smooth here in the Lego room. And we are back here. It's been several hours since I last made an update to this video to show you the progress of the Lego room. As you can see, it's going so well. I'm very happy with it. I'm at a point now where I'm almost finished, I would say. Like, this is definitely going to be the last part of this video. As you can see over here, I started adding all the seasonal sets. The rest of the sets for the studio are out nicely, and it looks awesome all the way down. There are still a few boxes, like I have to put like the Lego movie sets out, all of the city sets and things like that, and of course the city needs to be put away. But other than that, like, it is going very, very smooth. I really like how it's all looking. I'm very impressed. I like the floor even. Like, I think it looks awesome. So I'm looking forward to continuing to expand and put things away. Right now, I want to set up my cameras because I haven't done any filming in so long. So I'm really eager to do that and make some videos. But very happy with how the progress is going. I think it's going pretty smooth. It's taken me certainly a long time to get all this done and to get everything put away, but you can't rush perfection, and I've been really enjoying unpacking the Lego, seeing all the sets I have. And of course, there is still going to be some rebuilding and stuff like that I need to do, but for the most part, things are going well. So I'm going to now set up all my cameras and see what the studio looks like all set up. So the studio is nicely set up over here. As you can see, I brought all the camera equipment over from the Bricklink store closet, set up all the lights, and it's looking pretty sharp. This is obviously what the framing looks like here on screen with my camera there. I still got a little work to do to make sure it's perfect, adjust the camera just a little. That looks perfect now. I'm not ready to, mark the tape on the floor for everything, but I will be doing that very, very shortly because I want to mark everything, because I do plan on having multiple different things in here. Maybe I'm filming right at the table. Maybe I move the table around. Maybe I have a chair. I don't know. I want to leave this open for interpretation because a lot can be done here. As you can see, I'm hanging up this whiteboard. I've got some magnets that will go there, and I also want to plan videos there. So just waiting for the command hooks, of course, to set. And then this is what the rest of the Lego room's looking like. Very, very chaotic right now. Boxes and boxes everywhere. I'm getting ready to hang the white wall so I can start filming videos there as well. And the Lego room is very much coming together. Right now, what I'm going to work on for the rest of this video is, of course, just trying to get as much other Lego put away as I can and to get this room in some sort of operational order. I've got videos that I want to film, so I want to get right to it and get everything set up and ready to go. And that's starting with moving all of these piles and getting them elsewhere. As you can see, I've also started arranging some shelves, so I'm going to put one shelf here, and then I've got 3 shelves left and several spots where I could put it. Like right here definitely looks like it needs 2, but then each one of those needs 1. So I wish I had 4, but I only have 3. So I might try and steal a shelf from somewhere else, but it's fine either way because I will fill it up, no problem, in the near future. All right, everyone, I am back, and this is the very last Unpacking My Lego Collection update that I will probably be making from this Lego room. I've been in here the last few hours now. Several hours have gone by since I filmed my last clip, and this is what the Lego room is looking like. Although it is still not perfect and is still not complete. As you can see, I'm missing my brick heads, and there's still some plastic wrap sets on the shelves. I have made tremendous progress and I'm pretty much ready to start operating this as my Lego room now. Before, I couldn't do anything other than unpack and make these videos. Now that the Lego room is pretty much put together, I can begin actually, making videos again, making content, building sets and things like that, which I'm super excited about. As you can see, my studio here is set up quite nicely. Very happy with how that looks. The lighting is perfect. The camera's set up and ready to go. I've got some sets to rebuild, obviously, but very happy with how the progress is looking here. And then I've got some more sets to unbox. I just spent the last little bit getting all of my planes out. So as you can see, they look awesome up there as well. Some more work to do on these shelves, but they're not really on camera. The ones that are all on camera are all good to go. And then over here, like I said, the brick heads still need to be done, but I have to do that strategically because I don't remember what order they all go in, of course. And then, of course, the boat collection is here. I've got 2 of the boats that need to be rebuilt, but I put the bases there just so I understand what what space I need. The boat's up there as well. And then the Lego City is here, but you all know I'm not going to be doing that right now because I'll be making a Lego City update video as I go along and as I rebuild the Lego City, especially since the new city is going to be a bit bigger than the last one because I've got that additional table back there as well. Down here is just cars for the Lego City and a few other vehicles as well. But for the most part, things are looking really good. I even added some magnets here as well. So I've got some sets to do a haul video on, some random miscellaneous things to put away in the hallway. The Bricklink room is pretty good now as well. From the last time I made an update. It's a little messy, but I've been packing some orders and organizing everything. And then, of course, in the living room and in the washroom are just tons and tons of boxes that I need to break down and get rid of and, send out to the garbage truck. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching the last couple videos even of me putting away my Lego room. I'm super excited to be here in this new space. I'm really excited to be treating this like a Lego room now because it's been weird living here the last few weeks. I haven't been able to just, come in like I wanted to and work on videos and stuff because it's been a lot of unpacking. But I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be able to work away and go to sleep and wake up and come right in here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. Stay tuned for all the future content that I'm going to be making from this room coming very shortly. Again, thanks again so much for watching these videos and I hope you have a great day.